Hey everybody, today we're going to take a look at the Schrade SCMACH1 Machete. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I wanted to do a review on this machete here. I've used it for quite a while and I realized I never did a review on it. And I have lots of stuff like that and I'll use it and I'll go like, this would make a perfect video. Well, yesterday I was clearing some dead limbs and some tree stuff and some palms off of my palm trees, and I was using this and I figured, why not do a video on it? I've had this for about a year. I think I bought it at a place in Vegas or a gun show, I forget. I know I was in Vegas when I bought it. I think I paid like 16 bucks for it, and at the time I was really not into knives as much as I am now. And I really didn't know much about machetes, and I figured this is a good size for me. I didn't want, anything bigger than this, and this was the right size for what I use it for. And this was actually bought as a everyday use tool and not really as a survival related tool. And this is pretty much the size for what I need for clearing brush and bushes and whatever, tumbleweed type stuff around my property and what we have out here in the desert. So this is what I ended up with. I'm going to give you a couple of quick specs on it. I'm going to give you a look around it, and we'll go from there. It's a 3CR13 stainless steel blade. Blade's 12.25 inches long. It's got a full tang construction. The overall length is 18 inches, and it is a, I believe it's said parang, pronounced parang style blade. The thermoplastic rubber handles ensure that your grip is steady. They're nice, and they're really nice grippy handles. One thing about Schrade stuff, I bought this way before I knew anything about Schrade knives. I've never been disappointed with Schrade stuff. I have a couple of their knives. I have their shovel. I have a couple of their products. It's really been good stuff. It comes with a nylon sheath with a lanyard hole. I've never had a problem with the sheath. You may want to upgrade it if you're going to be carrying this out in the woods. The reason I opted for this one is because having used somebody else's for something many years ago, I noticed how tired your arm gets when you're whacking around a big one. 26, 24-inch one. And for my uses on my property, this is perfect, and it's really comfortable. I mean, this grip just fits your hands so well. So this is the sheath. Not much to it, pretty simple. Opens up, goes in there, and it just slides the rest of the way in. You can close it there. It's got a little grip stop here. I just stick this on my wall and I use it around my property. Again, this wasn't really a survival or prepping related purpose, but it definitely could have but it could have implications there. And something like that is more than good enough to get me through any of the brush I'm going to run through out in Nevada. Now, like I said, I've used it for a year. I've kept up the sharpness of it. I have dinged the tip a few times because I'm cutting something low and I hit gravel. Always been able to fix it. And you can see, to this day, it's still razor sharp. And that's just with my little work sharpener. There's really nothing fancy that I do with it. Just go over it and strop it in the end, and it stays nice. Another thing I wanted to address with this, I've seen a lot of reviews of people claiming they got defective ones. If you look at the tip here, it almost looks like it's been broken off. But it hasn't. When I bought this, I noticed that, and I went through about 5 or 6 that were in the rack, and they were all the same way. I've seen some online with a sharp tip, and I've seen some online with a dull tip. Quite frankly, for my uses out here, I'm not going to be using this to stab zombies in the head, so I don't mind not having a sharp tip. If it bothers you, you may want to look at a different machete, Honestly, for what I'm using out here, this is perfect. We're going to take it outside. We're going to do a little bit of a chopping test. I can't really think of a great test for a machete other than just chopping up stuff. So I'll let you see how it works, and I'll show you the brush pile that this guy cut yesterday. So we'll be right back. If you look down the street there at that big pile of stuff at the end of my driveway, that's everything that got chopped up with this yesterday. Most of it was done with the machete. I used the clippers on a few things, but pretty much it was all done with the machete. We're going to zoom out and zoom back down here and right back down to where I'm going to be working with this. Okay, I'm going to have to move that a little bit forward. Anyway, I figured I'd give you a little demonstration of its chopping abilities. I know it does the job. I know it works very well. It works great with rose bushes too, which I have to do the back next. But we'll just do this little piece of wood here. Get out of there. Chops right through it. This is very old, beat up dead wood. Chops right through it, doesn't do any damage to the blade. So, I mean, that's far bigger than anything I'm going to be cutting with this. And it had no problem going through it. So all in all, if you're looking for something for brush clearing, even if you go out camping and you're camping in brush areas, and you're concerned about running into areas you're going to have to clear, especially out here where, you know, snakes like to hide in that stuff, this is perfect for that. So that's the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget, it's the Schrade Machete, the small 12-inch blade on it, and I believe I was told these were a limited production promotion type run, but they're still all over Amazon for 15, 16 bucks. And if you're not going to be using your machete to chop through jungles, you know, in the African rainforest, this is more than adequate. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out the other videos. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.